You guys, I've been trying to get this information out, but my videos just keep getting taken down. So I gotta figure out a way I can do this where they can leave my videos alone. So I'm not gonna say exactly what I'm talking about. If you are confused, you can ask me, message me, comment, whatever. But I'm gonna be very discreet about what I'm speaking about. Okay? So I have been microdosing pineapples since October of 2025. Of course, I'm not really talking about pineapples, but we're going to use pineapples. So every morning I would get up and take about maybe a little less than that, actually, because it's kind of thick. So maybe about this much, a tiny amount. I usually would take about the size of my pinky nail. You don't want to feel anything. If you feel something, then you've taken too much pineapple. These pineapples have literally changed my life. Okay? So I started microdosing in October 2025. It is almost August of 2026, and my entire life has changed. I no longer work for corporate America. I quit working all of my jobs. I'm now just working for myself. The pineapples helped me to see all the places I was playing small, all the places I was fitting into a space to make other people comfortable and keeping my mouth shut, and devaluing myself and taking and allowing people to give me and treat me with less than I'm worth. So, and the more and more I got into microdosing pineapples, then it just became more and more uncomfortable to stay there, and to the point that I could not stand it any fucking longer. And I quit my job at Kohl's at Sephora. I worked there for a really, really long time at Sephora, not necessarily Kohl's. I worked at Sephora even when they were in JCPenney's, so I worked for Sephora for a really, really long time. But Kohl's doesn't want to fucking pay shit. They want to give me like 10 cent, 20 cent, 11 cent raises, and I'm literally making $2-3 less than I made 10, 15 years ago at MAC when I started in the industry. But I've been doing makeup, not in the industry like professionally. I've been doing makeup for a long fucking time. Okay? I was a dancer. I've been doing my fucking makeup since I was 18 years old. I'm 47. Okay? So don't tell me that many years of experience I can get paid peanuts and still be happy. Fuck you. The doctor's office I worked at, just ew. Like this little arrogant tiny man who walks around like this all the fucking time and like would like hit me with his shoulder, like jokingly, but like what the fuck? I don't want to work with this aggressive, tiny little insecure, arrogant fool. Fuck him. And they didn't want to fucking pay me shit either. So fuck you all. It has showed me places where I accepted less than I'm worth. Jobs, relationships, friendships, where it's shown me where I'm giving and giving and giving and giving, and people are taking and taking and taking and not giving back. It's showing me the exchange that I'm doing with everyone. And so therefore, right now, I'm kind of secluded. Like, I've noticed that I literally have no, let me repeat that, no relationships where people aren't trying to fucking take from me. I have no equal exchange relationships. Not one. And so therefore, I've pulled my energy back, and I speak to literally no one right now, except my kids. No one. Not even my family. No one. But I digress. You can get the pineapple microdoses already dosed out into pill capsules. I'm not really sure the dose. I think it's 0.05, maybe. But don't quote me on that because I do not know. I like to kind of gamble a little bit. So in between a microdose and a full-on dose of pineapple, full-on dose of pineapple is, dare I say, psychedelic. And when you're not using it for like recreation, it can be so spiritually healing. I've taken it in large. I've eaten pineapples in large doses a few occasions, not before October, maybe once or twice in my entire life, and I never really had a good or a bad experience with it. It was just kind of me, you know. But at that time, I was always doing it for recreation. Now, I microdose every single day, and I have taken a larger amount on occasion, and I've just noticed that sometimes some deep-seated emotional trauma that I've like buried has come up, and things that I've forgotten about, and it's kind of helped me through. You have the crying, you have still the release from your body of the emotions, but you don't have that deep ache in your chest. You know, if anyone's ever been through depression, anxiety, like even a broken heart, you have a physical ache in your chest, in the top of your gut, and our brains don't know the difference between physical pain and emotional pain. So you really do feel physical pain. So I noticed that pain was not there. I still had the crying, so it was almost like a friend holding my hand, hugging me through the experience. So it made it more tolerable. So I think it's a really amazing way to do some shadow work and try to bring up that trauma and release it, process it and release it. In between that stage and a microdose stage, where a microdose you really should not feel anything at all, is kind of, if you take something in between that, is kind of, you feel a little bit intoxicated, kind of. So a little bit of depth perception might be off. Sometimes I get dizzy, sometimes nauseous. If I don't eat right, a lot of people get nauseous taking pineapples, so you can make like a tea or extract it in different ways. Or the pills are a good way to take them. But, literally changed my entire life. And I'm so grateful. And I've literally never been so happy, ever. And I've never been more comfortable in my own skin than I am right now. So, I want everyone to know about it. And anyone that's struggling with addiction, doesn't matter what, it's amazing for that too. So I've secretly been taking it to friends who are struggling with addiction, and we'll see. That's all.